Good morning. I know it's late. Sorry. But I got a late start because of the weather. Taking Lucy out and everything else. Everything else is way behind. And my grandson is here. So you can expect to be interrupted by my grandson putting in a personal appearance, Juan Martin. He's around here now. I'm surprised he's left me alone for this 2 minutes and it took me to do the intro here. Anyhow, I have a couple stories. Trump is forcing the Congress to probably shut down the government because he doesn't want the spending bill passed. This is Trump and his bullshit, and this is what we're going to have to live with. He doesn't care because he's living off whatever money you gave him already, so he doesn't care how much damage it causes or anything else. So Biden said, "Trump not my concern." Wow, that's something else, isn't it? Biden's bailing completely. It's a good thing he wasn't president. Again, I think he's completely lost it and given up now. So, he just assumed he should just resign and let Kamala close out the presidency, But that's a massive smack in the face of the American people. So I'm glad he's gone. I liked him a lot in the beginning when he was president, when I got elected and everything. I liked him as a vice president. I liked him in Congress when he was working with McCain and everything. I thought he was a good man, but I think old age has taken over on him. Is this what I have to look forward to in the next couple of years? I hope not. I hope I can maintain some semblance of sanity or whatever. All right, the Fed cut the rate 1/4 point again. That's trying to cut down on some of the inflation and whatnot that's around, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't understand why that's so important, because what it does is it's two things. Your savings account do not get paid as much interest. A lot of your investment accounts, and your credit card rates drop a little bit sometimes. Like Trump said, it's hard to get things to come down. So we'll have to wait and see what that takes forward. It's a good idea, but it's last minute Christmas shoppers will go crazy, realizing that they may or may not cut your credit card interest rates or not. There's nothing saying they have to, just because they lowered the Fed rate. All right, the GAETZ congressional investigation report from the Ethics Committee is going to be released. Don't know when. If it's not redacted, that should be a very good read. And then if it's accurate and it's truthful and whatnot, there'll be a lot of questions as to why GAETZ isn't in jail. But we'll see. I don't always understand how things work sometimes, and it bothers me sometimes, when I don't understand what's going on, or I knew and I don't remember anymore, which is more than likely possible. Because if I don't use something every day, like if I don't use your name every day, I'll forget your name, and unless I've known you for a long time. Repetition is what works for my memory, And that was a problem I had when I was learning Spanish. I didn't have enough time to repeat everything. and they kind of didn't really help me too much. The lesson I was using that, what's the name of that program? Rosetta Stone. It didn't work for me, you know. There's a couple other out there, but I'm afraid to try them because I don't know how long I'm going to be around, and I don't want to commit to anything that's going to suck my money right now. I'm really fortunate. My family's in positions that they should be okay. They shouldn't have anything to worry about. I'm the only one that's got anything to worry about. Nobody's going to help me if something goes wrong. So, you know, my wife will probably divorce me if I lose my pension. So, you know, that's just the way the world works. Kind of screwed up, huh? All right, so the GAETZ reports are next. The Fed, Trump's jumping for joy because the Feds are going to probe Liz Cheney. They're not going to find anything out. They may cause her a little bit of grief. But he wants that whole January 6th committee jailed and everything like that. And as far as I can tell, and I mean this is not prejudicial or anything else, but if as far as I've read and everything I've looked at, the only person in politics right now besides GAETZ that deserves to go to jail, that should be in jail, is Trump himself. You know, and he swears he didn't do anything wrong because he's got that attitude that Nixon had. If you're a president, and you do something, then you can't be held accountable for it ever. It's right. It's not wrong. It's right. And that's what the immunity is all about. It's proving that, you know, that he can pretty much do what he wants, and it's right. But my problem with Donald right now is he's making too many enemies. He's making enemies of other countries. He's making enemies of other politicians. He's making enemies, a lot of enemies of the American people. And he's going to deflect a lot of that. That's why he has Musk there and Ramsworthy to do all the dirty work for him. And then he'll say, well, I didn't say it. They did it. They're the ones that are responsible. You cut Social Security, and there are people that will try to kill you. You know, I'm too far away, so don't worry about me. But there are people that will go absolutely berserk if you hurt the American public like that. You know, and that's when you know, when their grandparents all of a sudden become dependents of them. You know, people are going to get pissed. And it's not going to go well for the Republican Party. Never mind Donald Trump. The whole party's going. Right now, they'd have trouble. They're going to have trouble in the midterms. In some areas, the people are still too dense to understand what's happening because nothing's really affecting them yet. When they see 1 million or 2 million people descend on these in the area of these camps that they're going to build up to protest it, and it's in Texas. Texas is going to get pissed, and Texas will kill people because Texans have always been crazy. I've always said we should have given it back to Mexico. You know, really, it would have been better off. Mexico's not the problem, you know. America's the problem. Mexico, the immigrants want to come here because we've always told people that they're welcome, and we've always told people that they can get a better life in America. And in some cases, that's very true. They could get a better life anywhere in the world other than where they live. Well, I shouldn't say that. That's wrong because the nations in the East, Far East and everything like that are not much better than Mexico is, you know. So anyhow, what did we cover today? The worst thing that in the news today was Biden's attitude that Trump is not his concern. That the thing with Trump closing the government down, shutting the government down, and the Trump's not wanting to play with democracy is not his concern. It's just a horrible, horrible thing for him to say. at this point in time, I don't think anybody'd show up at his funeral when he passes away. You know, it's just really stupid for him to say that. But that's politicians. They don't say smart things. You know, they believe things that you and I just don't care about. You know, and that's part of the problem that we have in America right now. Alright, I'm going to call it a really short video because I want to go spend time with my grandson. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.